The whole issue of Libya is something which, as you know, features in our papers on a regular basis. It is very high on our political agenda for many of these reasons: proximity, not to mention the damage that was done to the business connections that we used to have over the past years. But definitely, and much more importantly, is the issue of the threat that could, I wouldn't say exists at the moment, but that could materialize if Daesh in Libya become more well established. The most important aspect is the urgency of the matter. So measures that are going to be taken will be more in the ultimate aim of achieving some sort of stability and to make the process take off.
That's why for the international community and for the Libyans in particular, the situation is now at a stalemate and could be best compared to a truck without a license plate. The truck is the government of national accord, which has to drive because of the urgency of the situation I described, but there is no license plate on the truck. And those who give the license plate, who give really the endorsement to the national government of national accord, this is the House of Representatives. But the question is, can the truck drive without a license plate? And the view of the Libyan political dialogue, which I convened after the paralysis of the House of Representatives, is yes, it can, due to the urgency of the situation, due to the humanitarian situation. It is justifiable that the Presidency Council now moves into Tripoli once the security situation is adequately established, because security first here. But the Libyan political dialogue in its entirety, they welcomed, they valued the 100 majority of the House of Representatives who signed the list but could not vote, and they clearly said that the House of Representatives continues to be in charge of approving, of endorsing the government of national unity. However, in the meantime, because the situation cannot wait, because the situation cannot drag on, the truck has to move, and they appealed and they requested the Presidency Council to go into Tripoli, to take up their offices there, and to immediately to organize an immediate, orderly, and peaceful transfer of power. I always depend on the cohesion and the support of the international community. This is the Security Council, it's also the Arab League, the African Union, but in particular also the European Union, and in particular of Malta here. And thank you very much, George, for really the support and also for the advice and for the guidance to us, because we really need also the views of the Europeans, in particular those who are deeply involved in observing the situation, and I truly appreciate this advice. Now, the Sagat Agreement says very clearly that militias have to be disarmed, demobilized, and reintegrated. They have to be cantoned and they have to be integrated in the Libyan security forces. That's what we in the UN language call DDR. Demobilization, disarmament, and reintegration. Can be reintegration in security structures, can be reintegration in civilian life. No, it is very clear that at the end of the day, the militias have to disappear from the country. But this does not go from one day to the other. This you cannot order militias to do it. It is a process. It has to do with money. It has to do with alternatives. But it is the Libyans who have to form a Libyan army of unity. Also, of course, integrating Eastern